So I came back eventually, but it was only because my job forced me to. And wow, I mean, I feel like I said a lot of the bad things that happen, and it's not like now I would say, because when I came back, I got a sponsor and I did the things that I was refusing to do before. Which is work the steps, go to 90 meetings in 90 days, call my sponsor every day, call 3 alcoholics a day, all that type of stuff. And so now I've been sober 6 years. I just graduated from Stanford, from a graduate program. I have a new job that I love, where I am of service because I'm connecting families to the resources that they need. Life is way easier. I used to wake up for years in sobriety with a huge pit in my stomach. And I think that that's where the morning practice really comes into play, because that helped. And also, life has gotten easier because the choices I'm making are better. So, like, that's helped with that morning dread, which I also experienced when I was drinking. Um, I definitely feel like a lot of the promises are coming true. I wouldn't go so far as to say, well, maybe I am happy, Joyce. I think I'm getting closer to that, happy, Joyce, and free. But also, I'm living in reality, and yeah, I mean, like the fear of financial insecurity is definitely leaving. The fear of people is leaving, um, and yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think about drinking that often, but I also go to a lot of meetings. I go to at least 5 meetings a week because I don't ever, I know what it's like to stop going for me, which is eventually it's going to lead me to doing whatever I want, which is going to lead me to seeking relief through a drink. And instead, now I'm seeking relief through healthier means, which is like being honest, talking to people, building relationships, building community, and serving others.
That's
Um,
Albert.
Great. And that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, Albert, thanks, man. And I think your timing and your pacing was perfect. Um, yeah, man. Anyway, I'd love to share a bunch more, but now it is time for open shares. And here we let the newcomers within the first 90 days go first. So if you're in your first 90 days of sobriety, this is your time to share. And then a little bit later, we'll call on people with more than 90 days. So yeah, get your hands up. We want to hear from you newcomers. Sharing is really, really important. So you can let us be helpful to you in your journey. All right. So tell us what's on your mind. If you're struggling or if you have questions, maybe something that Albert said just really spoke to you and you just want to share that, that would be awesome. Yeah, so that gives people with more time an idea of what they can share back to you about how they're staying sober. All right. And then to allow everyone a chance to speak, we limit each share to 2 minutes, and our timekeeper, Bill C, will let you know, well, he'll give you a 30-second warning. So when you hear 30 seconds, it's time to wrap up. And again, for safety, we only call on people with their video on and their face visible. And if you have taken a drink, please stay, but we ask that for now you just listen and then reach out to us after the meeting. All right. Having said all of that, I'm going to start with Dominic. Come on in.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. My name's Dominic. I'm from Maryland. Currently, I am just about, I'd say roughly like 69 days into sobriety. I've been a drinker since freshman year of high school, like 15 or 16 years old, on and off. So recently, it's really cost me a lot. It's really affected my life. Up until now, I could always be carefree, manage a job, relationships, and still manage to drink. I guess what you would call like a functioning alcoholic. But as of lately, I lost a job. My past relationship went down the drain because of it. Because I lost my job, I lost a place to stay. And I lost my car because I couldn't pay for that because of no employment. So it all really it was like a giant domino effect. I don't know. It's really overwhelming to talk about. This is all new to me. I got some criminal charges, destruction of property. I had restraining orders put against me by my own family. So yeah, on the legal side, on the financial side, it's crippled me both ways.
30
So
seconds,
I'm
Dominic.
in the house now, which I've been here for. This would be my second week, which it's strange. It's kind of overwhelming. I'm uncomfortable, not because of the guys here, just for the fact it's me and a bunch of strangers. So it's a weird dynamic, but it helps being around these guys that are not, I wouldn't say far off, worse off than me, but I know they do harder drugs or they've been through worse things in life or they're from worse areas. So hearing their stories inspires me. It kind of reassures me that what I've been through or what I'm going through, I can come out on top as long as I persevere or have a better mindset. I am experiencing a lot of, I say just like a realization.
Hey, we're at 2 minutes, Dominic.
Okay, sorry about that.
Hey, all good, man. Yeah, Dominic, dude, we're super glad you're here, and thank you so much for sharing and starting us off today. And for everybody here, if you want some additional support, we got a meeting after the meeting with breakout rooms and all that. But yeah, thanks again, Dominic. You're the man. All right, Denise, come on in.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for your service and thank you for being here 7 days a week. It really means a lot to me. I'm Denise. I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic. At this time, I've got 13 days. Okay. Lucky. Woohoo. It's another hot, steamy day at the Jersey Shore, and you know what happens when you think about a nice cold drink. So I'm sitting here with a giant thing of iced tea and just enjoying the day 1 minute at a time. I hope Dominic finds his way, and it's good to see all you other newcomers too. Thank you.
Hey, I was talking into a muted microphone. Awesome, Denise. Thanks for sharing. It's great seeing your face again. And JK, welcome.
Hi, John, alcoholic, 3 days sober. Not over impressed with myself. I've tried blaming it on my job, which I've changed recently, and it's gone on to nights and stuff. Body clock's been all over the place. Yeah, and I've not been able to get on these meetings every night because I'm normally at work. And I really miss this group, and I've not found another group. But I've not helped myself because I've not done any reading. And I've got a massive apology to make to my sponsor tomorrow because I've not spoke to him all week. But it's glad to be on this group, even though there's so many different faces and different names, and it's not the same people that were on when I was on regularly, sort of 3 weeks ago or whatever. But yeah, best of luck to everybody, and keep trying. And everyone that's sent a message, love you, but I love all of you anyway. So I'm glad to be back here, even if it's just for today. And I hope to be back here Friday, I think it'll be, next week. So much love to everybody, and just keep on trying, keep on doing the good work. And yeah, just sending love to all of you. John Jay, especially, big up, man. I'm going to give you a ring tomorrow.
Yeah, JK, man, thanks for talking. Great to see you. And yeah, Wilder, here, let me unmute you. Super cool that you're sharing today. Great to see your face.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you. Hello, everybody. My name is Wilder. I'm an alcoholic from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm on day 2 today. Thank you, Albert, for your share. For sure found, relativity with a lot of the stuff that you said. But I just want to share out on gratitude. I'm very grateful for this group. I've been dealing through a hard time for the last few couple of weeks. I was stuck on day 1 for 2 to 3 weeks. But I finally feel, after yesterday coming in and staying after the meeting, I'm finally, starting to take the step towards the right direction. just love everybody in the group. Thank you for the support, for people hitting me up, encouraging me to share. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, Wilder. It's yeah, great to see you back here. And I know sometimes that can take courage to share when we just coming back from being out. So, hey guys, we got about 10 minutes left for the newcomers. So if you're hesitant or maybe a little fearful or uncomfortable, that is the best sign in the world that, hey, look at that. Yeah, I'll call on you in 1 second, Kim. But yeah, anybody else? Hey, now we got another person. And Steve, if you turn on your camera, we can call on you after Kim. But yeah, discomfort, fear, any of that, great time to raise your hand. All right, Kim, welcome.
Hello, Kim, alcoholic. Albert, that was a really great share. As is often the case, sometimes we connect with what people say, or there's things that just really match up with our own story. And there were just a lot of things you said that hit home with me that I appreciate. Your first comment about saying hello made me think about a lot of the meetings I go to around here, where everyone goes around the room and says, "Hi, I'm Kim, I'm an alcoholic." And I realized that little thing makes people so inclusive in the group, just automatically, just like you said about kids saying, their name. And so that little thing that we do in a lot of meetings is really makes people feel part of the group almost right away. I'm day 15, as I mentioned earlier. I also have another count, which is I'm day 8 of being in quarantine for COVID. And as you can imagine, I'm about crawling the walls, having been in the same room and bathroom for 8 days. And all I'm doing is looking forward, which made me realize that I'm doing something wrong with my recovery already. I keep looking back at the time I lost. I've had some long periods of sobriety, and I've been too focused on those instead of looking forward and taking care of today, which I'm taking care of today, and then looking forward to tomorrow. So thank you for letting me share.
Absolutely, yeah. And thank you for sharing. And get healthy, Kim. All right, Steve, come on in.
I'm Steve. I'm an alcoholic addict. I've got 9 days clean now. I think it was 5 weeks ago my son died, and I drank on that day, and I drank a couple other times just with a few beers. So I don't have the obsession to drink. I'm very grateful for that. I need to go to some meetings in person. I was going to go to one today, but I saw this. So I'm grateful to be here. My sponsor is dying, so I'm gonna have to find another sponsor. But the problem I'm having is the promises. The things get good, but when you lose a child, it stays with you forever. So I just need to work that out and talk to my sponsor, find a new sponsor. And I'm grateful I have another son who's 14 and plays basketball. I'm going to go watch him play basketball tonight. But I don't see him about once a week. So, I go to work and I come home, and this is where my son who died lived with me. I raised him. So I need to start, I need to get out, but I just can't. It's hard to get off the couch, etc. And so I've been reading. Okay, I'd just like to say I'm feeling a little grateful being here and at this meeting, and that I don't have a desire to drink or drug, you know, and I haven't used drugs in about 15 months, but the alcohol I've got 9 days. So I'm grateful.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Steve. I can't even imagine what you're going through as far as your son. But I encourage you, if you got time, stick around after the meeting for we got the men's breakout room. Some pretty cool guys there that are great at listening. And if you need help looking for a sponsor or anything like that, thank you for sharing. It helps all of us big time. So thank you very much for sharing, man. Dwayne, I'm going to call on you in a second. A lot of you might notice that we can't really see Dwayne's face, but normally we wouldn't call on him. But he's a home group member, and he seems to be perpetually having a hard time with either not having a camera or it's dark. So, but we let him in because we love hearing him talk. Dwayne, come on in.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Kyle. It's only because my camera's a bit funny, but I'm here. It's true. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I've had a relapse. Funny enough, I couldn't even tell my sponsor. I was just too ashamed, to be fair. But I'm happy to obviously speak to everyone in regards to that. I think I'm more afraid of being in withdrawal because I had a bad withdrawal last time. So I'm trying to get better and stay sober, and that's why I'm here. So I did call a few people today to speak about it. So that's my effort. So I'm not trying to put it off. Just trying to do the right thing. And sorry for Steve by his loss as well. I've got a daughter.
30 seconds, Ryan. I love you, man.
Sorry? So
30 seconds. I love you, brother.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, I've got a daughter. She's turning 5 next month. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. But I want to do right for her. I think for me, I'm scared about just just having withdrawals. That's my biggest fear. I spoke to a potential new sponsor today, so
It's
yeah,
time.
I've been in tears today. So yeah, I just wanted to put it out there so I know that I'm doing the right thing. Because if I don't do that, then I know I'm gonna relapse again. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, Dwayne. I hear said often here that relapse is optional, but more than that, if it happens, we always have open arms. Whether you got 1 day or 10 years or 37 years, you're always welcome here, and we love all you guys, including you, Dwayne. Great. Yeah, we got time for one more. Tommy, come on in.
We're past the newcomer stage now, right, Kyle?
No, but you can be our first with over 90 days. So keep your hand up. So yes, we are at the end of 90 days, but I got to make a couple announcements first. So you hang tight. And so I'm going to add an extra announcement. I just realized I reached 8 months today. So yay. Yeah, so January 9th is my sober date. So that's pretty cool. Now for our 2 official announcements. Okay, So the first one's about the seventh tradition. The seventh tradition states that we are fully self-supporting through our own contributions. Please see the PayPal link in the chat and be sure to use the friend option. So your contribution helps us cover meeting costs, and we send money to the AA Central Office in the US, UK, and Central Europe, and the online intergroup. Also, if you see the chat, just in general, especially you newcomers, keep an eye on the chat. There's great links in there, great info, and also you'll see that link for the contributions. So second announcement is that we are a home group. And that what that means is that we're a place that you can regularly attend. You can let us get to know you, and it's a place that you can do service. And you've seen a whole service team here, right? With timekeepers and people doing the readings, all that kind of stuff. So service is an excellent way to promote your own recovery. So we encourage the newcomers to consider joining our wonderful home group and to take on some simple service roles. Please stay for the after meeting to get more details. Also, I guess another announcement, I guess that's 4. Tomorrow, 2 hours before the normal meeting time, we're having our monthly group conscious. And that's for group members, home group members, that they can come and have their voice heard, make suggestions, vote on things, that kind of stuff. So it's 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and whatever the Europe time is, I don't know, but do the math. So it's 2 hours before this meeting. Okay, so now it's time for people with over 90 days. Yeah, so everybody with over 90 days, go ahead and raise your hand. We're gonna go with Tommy first, who's already unmuted, so perfect. The floor is yours, Tommy.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tom. I'm an alcoholic. Thank you to Kyle and the rest of the crew for their service. Albert, you did a fantastic job. And I'm from Brooklyn also, originally. And I was listening to you speak, and you graduated from Stanford. I mean, who's better than you? What a great job, you know? And I have a lot of time in AA, a lot of continuous sobriety, and I picked up an awful lot of wisdom from some of these guys. Not that I'm wise myself, it's stuff I picked up from other people. People drop these little tidbits, and I got into the habit of writing things down that resonated with me, you know. And there's so many good things. But for the newcomer, what helped me at my first meeting was somebody told me that I never have to feel this way again. You never have to go through this again, you know. And it was important to just to hear those words, and you may know them deep down inside, but to hear it was a big thing. And also to Steve, who spoke earlier, I lost my son in sobriety, and I'm going to send my cell number to Kyle. I have another meeting at 5 o'clock, so I have to get right off. But if you ever want to talk about things, you know, I've been there, and I know what it is, and I'll tell you that it does get better. That's really all I can say right now. But I managed to stay sober through that. And you can too. To pick up a drink because of a death of a family member is to blame that family member. It's his fault now that you became a drunk again and all that stuff. We don't want that. There's no need for
30 seconds, Tommy.
You can get through it. So I'll send my number to Kyle, and feel free to give me a call. I'm going to another meeting, but after that, I'm all good. So thanks everybody. Great being here.
Thanks for sharing, Tommy. A lot of power and a lot of love in your voice. So thanks for sharing. All right, Jean. Oops, I just muted you. Jean, there we go.
My name is Jean, and I'm an alcoholic. And Albert, thank you so much. I was just hanging on your every word and writing so much down that I hope I get through some of what I wrote down. And thank you, Kyle. It's good to see you up there, and congratulations on your 9 months. It's always good to see you here, and thanks to everyone who puts this meeting on. I identified with so much that you said, Albert, this anxious disposition. You know, I think Bill Wilson has written about a sense of anxious apartness. Well, I had that from birth. I mean, that's the way I was, and I'm a fraternal twin. I had a twin sister, and she wasn't like that. And it was very eerie going through. I mean, I loved her, and she was wonderful. And we had, I'm so glad that she was in my life for so long as she was, but she wasn't like that. So I got to see life through a different experience of tagging along with her. It was, probably made me have more social skills than I otherwise might have, but it didn't fix those feelings. And when I found alcohol, similarly to what you said, Albert, I drank, straight scotch right away. I was drinking huge amounts right from the beginning. It's a wonder I didn't die of alcohol poisoning after my first drink. And of course, terrible things would happen, and I would try to quit. And I made it 17 days once. And then, when you said someone offered you a beer, well, I was at some social gathering and the staff was passing a tray of glasses of white wine, and my hand just reached out and grabbed one automatically.
30 seconds, Jay.
Okay, it was, and then I didn't try again for a very, very long time. And, one last thing is, I've spent didn't want to spend time around non-drinkers. And I remember at the end of events, I would be at the end of the bar with a few people who might be alcoholics. And I would think, oh, I'm so good at finding people I have something in common with. I must be socially gifted. Of course, that wasn't it at all. Thanks.
Always great to hear you, Jean. And thank you for that extra laughter at the end. It just brightened my day even more. And Gary, come on in. Is the mute button not working? Let me hit that again. Nope, not working. Can you give me a thumbs up? Do you at least see the unmute button, Gary? No? Okay. We'll skip you for now. Keep working on it because I hit the. Oh, wait, there you go.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm Gary, alcoholic. I'm here in Long Island, New York. Today's day 102. Just want to thank you, Albert. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your qualifications. That was you tell a story well. You seem to be young, intelligent. You have everything going for you. I'm so proud of your sobriety. I read On Awakening each and every morning, and one part does say God gave us brains to use, right? And I'm so glad you're using them. Also, you mentioned meetings, and I did 90 and 90 in person, and I got there early. I stayed late. We talked before, after. I raised my hand each and every meeting. I took it seriously from the very start. I have a group with a bunch of years, 45 years, a guy 44, 38. And, so I chose to listen to them, I learned to listen, and it works. It really works. You got to stay with it. Like I'm in the early stages with 102 days, but it's things that little tidbits. I think somebody mentioned, and you just take them. You take what you can, leave the rest behind, and it has worked. And now I'm experimenting with some Zoom meetings, and I'll tell you, they're just as powerful, if not more. And I'm so appreciative that I found this one today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. And Janie. Oops. Now I muted you. There we go.
Okay, hi. Thanks, Kyle. I'm Janie. I'm an alcoholic. I live in Ontario, Canada. This is my 639th day sober. I came into this group. This is my home group. I came in December of 2021, and I'm still here. And I come to meetings as often as I can. I go on other meetings sometimes. I do have a sponsor. I could not have done any of this or continue to do it without a sponsor. So I do encourage newcomers to do that and to get a copy of the big book and work with it, because it's all in there. If you follow the suggestions, they work. If you don't, then you can find yourself struggling. Thank you, Albert, for your lead. I really enjoyed listening to you. I just love the fact that you keep just working on things. 2017, that's pretty impressive. I just wanted to mention that I didn't think I had, you mentioned arguments or whatever, you got into difficult situations with other people. Booze does that, and I just denied that for so long. But I came in not realizing I had resentments. And what's happening is over time, when a resentment starts to come up, I recognize it and I talk to my higher power. I do whatever I need to do for that resentment to go away, to have it removed, because it's not doing me or anyone around me any good. So that's something that's been a big thing for me to learn. Also, the dread, you mentioned morning dread and you weren't sure what it is.
30 seconds, Jane.
Thanks, Bill. My dread was in the afternoon, and I'm on Eastern Standard Time, and it was around 4 o'clock. So here I am coming into meetings at 4 o'clock my time, and it certainly helps. So I just wanted to mention that. Thank you.
Thank you, Janie, for sharing. I love hearing your voice. All right, Kelly. There you are.
Hi, my name, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. My name's Kelly. I'm grateful recovering alcoholic. I'm from West Virginia myself. I'm looking to move up this way, so I thought I would join in some meetings. The 16th of this month, I'll be celebrating 9 years. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful for all the shares and just to be able to sit in and listen today. Thanks for saving the seat for me.
Awesome, Kelly. Yeah, short and sweet, but thanks for having your voice heard. It's great to see you. And Debbie, come on in.
Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm an alcoholic, and welcome to all the new people. My sobriety date is 7/15/01. I just wanted to share that when I was really new, what really helped me was think. Like, think that first drink through. And for me, it was to not believe in the lie. And the lie was, I'm just going to have 5 margaritas. I mean, right there, that's alcoholic, but that was the lie for me. But the truth was, I was going to get good and drunk, and something awful was going to happen, and I was going to come to the next day, and I would have to face those 4 hideous horsemen, and then that addiction was, it would just be on me to have more and more and more. So just really think it through. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, think it through. All right, so since we have a little bit of time left, let's do something a little bit creative and off the cuff here. Well, actually, Papa D. Okay, maybe you won't have to get creative just yet. Papa D, come on in.
Hi, my name is David. I'm an alcoholic from the UK. And I just want to say I've had a great day. I've had a great day because 495 days ago, I got sober. And, over that time, the promises of this program have come true for me. And even though there are tough times, I'm so much more able to cope with it than ever I was before. I think that when times are really difficult and life pushes us in the back and we fall over, we fall the way we're facing. And if we're facing into AA, we'll fall more strongly into our program. We'll fall more strongly into this fellowship, and there we'll find support and we'll find people who love us unconditionally. That's been my experience. And it's been one of the things that's really kept me going. I said this just the other night, but I think it's appropriate to say it again. Last weekend, my little 10-year-old grandson came to me and said, "Papa, my toy's broken." And I looked at it and I said, "Yeah, it's really broken."
30 seconds, Papa D.
Thank you. But I'll tell you what, we can't fix this. But let's take the parts and make something new. And that's what this program has helped me to do, because I was broken. And I think I was broken beyond fixing by myself. But the 12 steps of AA and this fellowship helped to make something new. And that promise is there for all of us. Join us in the after meeting. I unfortunately can't be there this evening, but lots of other folks can be.
Beautiful, Papa D. I resonate with what you said for sure, man. Thank you for sharing. And so both Sydney and Jordan, we can get to both of you guys if you keep it a little bit on the shorter side, because our meeting's starting to get to the end here. But Sydney, come on in.
Thank you. I'm Sydney Alcoholic. I'm also from Louisville, Kentucky. So that feeling of dread, I was reminded, a newcomer called me. I have 9 years, and a newcomer called me yesterday and told me that she had this feeling like a hole, and that it felt like a little like depression or something, or despair. And it was really interesting, because I think that is like the sensation of that's just such a common sensation with alcoholics. And so that feeling of dread or doom or fear or something's wrong or there's a hole, all those things remind me that I'm in the right place. And I still get it from time to time, and even today when there was something outside of my control. And so that reminder is wonderful. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sydney. Jordan, come on in.
Just wanted to say that I'm blessed and grateful to be here today, and thank you guys for putting on this meeting. I'm over here in California, nice and hot as can be. I've been definitely trying to work on the solution, and the solution is every day for the newcomers. We have a chance. I didn't think there was a solution for me out there, and what I'm finding is that I'm getting to my blessings again, and the Lord working, having to give it away to the Lord is just what makes me, at peace with myself, at peace with the world. And I just hope that everybody can find that and love, our higher power to take us to that place. And, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless.
Amen, Jordan. God bless you, man. Thanks for sharing. All right, guys. So thank you, everyone. We have reached the end of the meeting. And if you wanted to share but didn't for whatever reason, please stay after the meeting or come back. We meet every single day at the same time, including tomorrow, which is Sunday, and that's our STEPS meeting specifically. And yeah, and also please stay after the meeting if you're looking for like a sponsor or just support in general, maybe just somebody to talk to or listen. And if you have more time in the program and you can be a sponsor or support, also stay after as we set up our breakout rooms. I want to take a moment and thank our service team. Without our service team, this might still be possible, but it would be in shambles. So thank you, service team, especially our speaker, Albert from Redwood City. Our security team, thank you, Laura G, Kelly L, and Christina. Then our two readers, thank you, Janie, and thank you, Janie, and thank you, Big John. And then coming up in a second, our 10-step reader, John E. Chat with Sarah, timekeeper Bill, and our greeters, Steve and John, and a bunch of other people that just greeted because it's awesome to greet. Okay. Yeah, so thank you, service team. You guys are awesome. And now, John, if you could please read the 10th step promises from page 84 and 85 of the book Alcoholics Anonymous.
Thank you, Kyle. John, alcoholic, the 10th step promises. And we have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even alcohol. For by this time sanity will have returned. We will seldom be interested in liquor. If tempted, we recoil from it as from a hot flame. We react sanely and normally, and we will find that this has happened automatically. We will see that our new attitude towards liquor has been given us without any thought or effort on our part. It just comes. That is the miracle of it. We are not fighting it, neither are we avoiding temptation. We feel as though we have been placed in a position of neutrality, safe and protected. We have not even sworn off. Instead, the problem has been removed. It does not exist for us. We are neither cocky nor are we afraid. That is our experience. That is how we react, so long as we keep in fit spiritual condition. Thank you for letting me read.
Yeah, you bet, John. Thank you for reading. Wise words there. Okay, now, Albert, if you would be so kind, could you come in if you have like a final thought you want to share? Awesome. And also lead us out with the Serenity Prayer, please.
Great. Well, just thank you for a great meeting. And I guess we could just take a moment of silence for those still sick and suffering. And then we can do the we version of the Serenity Prayer. God,
grant
us the
serenity
to accept the things we cannot change,
courage
courage to change the things we can,
and
the wisdom to know the difference.
Great.
Thank